Over 60? 4 fruits you must eat, and 4 you should never touch. Do you wake up every morning feeling like your body has betrayed you? Those aching joints making each step a painful reminder that you're not as young as you once were. The constant fatigue that seems to settle deep in your bones, making even the simplest tasks feel like climbing a mountain. Perhaps you've noticed your digestion isn't what it used to be, with uncomfortable bloating after meals or irregularity that disrupts your daily routine. Or maybe it's your blood sugar levels that have become a constant worry. The numbers creeping up despite your best efforts. You've probably tried everything the conventional medical world has recommended. The endless prescriptions with their laundry list of side effects. The generic advice to just eat healthier and exercise more, without any specific guidance tailored to your changing body. The frustration of following all the rules and still not feeling like yourself. I understand how isolating this can feel, like your body is speaking a language you no longer understand. But what if I told you that something as simple as selecting the right fruits could dramatically change how you feel every single day? Not just any fruits, but specific ones that work in harmony with your mature metabolism and aging cells, providing targeted nutrition that can help restore energy, reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and even improve cognitive function. Imagine waking up without that stiffness, moving through your day with renewed vigor, and enjoying the mental clarity you had decades ago. These benefits aren't just possible, they're achievable with the strategic approach I'm about to share with you. Today, I'll reveal the 4 powerful fruits that people over 60 must include in their diet for optimal health, as well as the 4 supposedly healthy fruits that could actually be accelerating aging and worsening health conditions common in our golden years. Before we dive deeper, if you're finding this information valuable, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us reach more people like you who are searching for natural, effective ways to improve their health. And don't forget to check out the first link below to learn about a product that can help address these health concerns twice as fast. Now let's get back to these game-changing fruits that could transform your health. Let's start with the fruits you absolutely should be eating after 60. The first fruit on our must-eat list is blueberries, often referred to as nature's brain food. These tiny powerhouses are packed with anthocyanins, the compounds responsible for their deep blue color and impressive antioxidant properties. As we age, our bodies become more vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammation, which can damage cells and accelerate aging. Blueberries help combat this process by neutralizing free radicals, those unstable molecules that can harm cellular structures. What makes blueberries particularly valuable for seniors is their remarkable effect on brain health. Studies from Tufts University have shown that regular blueberry consumption can actually reverse age-related memory decline and improve cognitive function. Participants who consumed the equivalent of 1 cup of blueberries daily showed improvements in memory tasks after just 12 weeks. The anthocyanins in blueberries have been found to cross the blood-brain barrier, directly affecting regions of the brain associated with memory and cognition. They also improve communication between brain cells and stimulate the growth of new neurons, a process called neurogenesis that many scientists once thought impossible in older adults. Beyond brain health, blueberries offer impressive cardiovascular benefits. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consuming just 1 cup of blueberries per day reduced blood pressure and arterial stiffness in postmenopausal women. These heart-healthy effects are particularly important after 60, when the risk of cardiovascular disease increases significantly. For those concerned about blood sugar, blueberries have a relatively low glycemic index of 53, meaning they won't cause dramatic spikes in blood glucose levels. In fact, the bioactive compounds in blueberries have been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, making them an excellent choice for those managing prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. The best way to incorporate blueberries into your diet is to consume them fresh and raw, as cooking can reduce some of their nutritional benefits. Aim for at least 1 cup daily, either as a snack added to oatmeal, blended into smoothies, or sprinkled over salads. If fresh blueberries aren't available, frozen ones are a great alternative, as they're frozen at peak ripeness and maintain most of their nutritional value. Just be sure to choose varieties without added sugar. The second fruit that should be a staple in your diet after 60 is avocados. Though often mistaken for a vegetable, avocados are actually fruits that offer unique benefits for aging bodies. Unlike most fruits that are high in carbohydrates, avocados are rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, particularly oleic acid, the same heart-healthy fat found in olive oil. This unique composition makes avocados especially valuable for seniors dealing with age-related metabolic changes. As we age, our bodies often become less efficient at processing carbohydrates, increasing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. The healthy fats in avocados help stabilize blood sugar levels and improve insulin sensitivity. A study published in the journal Nutrition found that overweight adults who consumed half an avocado with lunch experienced a 40% reduction in the desire to eat for hours afterward, making it easier to maintain a healthy weight. Weight management becomes increasingly challenging after 60, as metabolism naturally slows and muscle mass decreases, so this appetite-regulating effect is particularly beneficial. Avocados are also a nutritional goldmine for supporting joint health. They contain compounds called avocado-soybean unsaponifiables (AACUs), which have been shown to slow the progression of osteoarthritis and reduce pain. A study in the journal Arthritis Research found that AACUs could help regenerate normal connective tissue and reduce inflammation in joint cartilage. For the many seniors dealing with joint pain and stiffness, incorporating avocados into their diet could provide meaningful relief. Perhaps most impressive is avocado's impact on heart health. Research from Penn State University found that consuming one avocado daily for 5 weeks decreased bad LDL cholesterol levels, particularly the small dense LDL particles most strongly associated with atherosclerosis. The potassium content in avocados, approximately 975 milligrams per fruit, helps regulate blood pressure by counteracting the effects of sodium and relaxing blood vessel walls. Many adults over 60 don't get enough potassium in their diet, making avocados an excellent choice for addressing this common nutritional gap. To incorporate avocados into your diet, aim for half to one whole avocado daily. They make an excellent addition to salads, smoothies, or whole grain toast. You can also use mashed avocado as a heart-healthy replacement for mayonnaise or butter in many recipes. When selecting avocados, look for fruits that yield slightly to gentle pressure, indicating perfect ripeness. Have you been feeling truly heard and understood in your health journey? I want to pause for a moment and create a more personal connection with you. So many of us over 60 feel like our health concerns are dismissed or overlooked, as if the changes in our bodies are just something we have to accept without question. If you're experiencing this frustration, I'd love to hear from you. Share your experience in the comments below by simply writing "I need this," followed by the specific health concern you're most hoping to address, whether it's joint pain, fatigue, digestive issues, or something else entirely. Your comment not only helps me tailor future content to your needs, but also connects you with a community of people facing similar challenges. There's something incredibly healing about knowing you're not alone in your struggles. Now let's continue with our exploration of the fruits that can transform your health after 60. The third fruit on our must-eat list is papaya, a tropical treasure that's particularly beneficial for digestive health. As we age, our digestive system undergoes significant changes. The production of digestive enzymes decreases, intestinal walls become less elastic, and the muscular contractions that move food through our system weaken. These changes can lead to common complaints like constipation, bloating, and nutrient malabsorption. Papaya contains a unique enzyme called papain, which acts as a natural digestive aid by breaking down proteins and facilitating proper nutrient absorption. A study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food found that participants who consumed papaya regularly experienced significant improvements in constipation symptoms and bowel movement frequency. But the benefits of papaya extend far beyond digestion. This vibrant fruit is one of the richest sources of vitamin C, with one medium papaya providing over 200% of your daily requirement. Vitamin C plays a crucial role in collagen production, which is essential for maintaining skin elasticity, joint flexibility, and blood vessel integrity. After age 60, collagen production naturally decreases by about 1-1.5% per year, contributing to wrinkles, joint pain, and increased risk of vascular problems. The abundant vitamin C in papaya helps slow this decline, supporting healthier aging from the inside out. Papayas are also packed with carotenoids, particularly beta-carotene and lycopene, which give the fruit its characteristic orange-red color. These compounds have been shown to reduce the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of vision loss in seniors. A study in the Archives of Ophthalmology found that participants with high dietary intake of these carotenoids had a 35% lower risk of developing macular degeneration compared to those with low intake. The lycopene in papaya also offers powerful protection against prostate cancer, a significant concern for men over 60. Research from the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that men who regularly consumed lycopene-rich foods had a 28% reduced risk of prostate cancer. For optimal nutritional benefits, choose papayas that are fully ripe, as indicated by their yellow-orange skin with areas of red. The enzyme content and antioxidant activity increase as the fruit ripens. Aim to consume about 1 cup of papaya chunks several times per week. Papaya can be enjoyed fresh as a snack, added to smoothies, or included in tropical fruit salads. If you're taking blood thinners, consult with your healthcare provider before making papaya a regular part of your diet, as the papain may enhance the effect of these medications. If you're enjoying this valuable information that most health professionals won't tell you about, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us continue providing this life-changing content to people who need it most. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to taking control of your health in your golden years. The fourth and final fruit on our must-eat list is pomegranate, an ancient fruit with modern research backing its remarkable anti-aging properties. Pomegranates contain a unique compound called punyl-edgin, which is converted in the body to urolithin A. This metabolite has been shown to trigger mitophagy, a process where damaged mitochondria, the energy powerhouses of our cells, are recycled and replaced. As we age, this recycling process becomes less efficient, leading to an accumulation of dysfunctional mitochondria, which contributes to muscle weakness, fatigue, and cellular aging. A groundbreaking study published in Nature Medicine found that urolithin A improved muscle function in older adults by enhancing mitochondrial health, essentially helping to rejuvenate aging cells from within. This makes pomegranate particularly valuable for maintaining strength and energy after 60. Pomegranates are also remarkable for their cardiovascular benefits. Research from the journal Atherosclerosis demonstrated that regular consumption of pomegranate juice reduced arterial plaque by up to 30% after 1 year. The polyphenols in pomegranate help protect LDL cholesterol from oxidation, a key step in the development of atherosclerosis, and improve blood flow by enhancing nitric oxide production, which relaxes blood vessels. These effects are especially important for seniors, as cardiovascular disease risk increases significantly with age. For those concerned about memory and cognitive function, pomegranate offers promising benefits. A study in the journal Evidence-Based Complementary and Alternative Medicine found that older adults who drank 8 ounces of pomegranate juice daily for 4 weeks performed significantly better on memory tests than those in the placebo group. The researchers attributed this improvement to the fruit's potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which help protect brain cells from oxidative damage. Pomegranates also contain natural compounds that may help prevent and fight certain types of cancer, including breast, prostate, lung, and colon cancers. Research has shown that pomegranate extracts can inhibit cancer cell growth and even induce apoptosis, or programmed cell death, in cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed. To incorporate pomegranate into your diet, aim for 4–8 ounces of 100% pomegranate juice daily. Or consume the aril, the juice-filled seed sacs, from half a pomegranate several times per week. When selecting pomegranate juice, look for varieties without added sugar or other fruit juices. For whole fruits, choose those that feel heavy for their size, indicating juiciness, and have a fresh, firm rind. The arils can be sprinkled over salads, added to yogurt, or simply enjoyed as a snack. Now let's turn our attention to the fruits that people over 60 should avoid, starting with bananas. While bananas are often promoted as a healthy, convenient snack, they present several concerns for older adults. Bananas have a relatively high glycemic index of about 60, meaning they can cause significant spikes in blood sugar levels. For seniors who are already at increased risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, these spikes can exacerbate metabolic dysfunction over time. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that older adults who consumed high glycemic foods like bananas regularly had higher rates of insulin resistance compared to those who favored lower glycemic alternatives. Beyond their impact on blood sugar, bananas are quite high in carbohydrates, with a medium banana containing about 27 grams of carbs, primarily in the form of sugars. As we age, our metabolic rate naturally slows, making it more challenging to burn these carbohydrates efficiently. This can contribute to unwanted weight gain, particularly around the midsection, which is associated with increased inflammation and higher risk of chronic diseases. Bananas are also relatively high in potassium, containing about 450 milligrams per medium fruit. While potassium is an essential nutrient, excessive amounts can be problematic for seniors taking certain medications. Many common medications prescribed to older adults, such as ACE inhibitors for high blood pressure and potassium-sparing diuretics, can cause potassium retention. For those on these medications, regularly consuming high potassium fruits like bananas may increase the risk of hyperkalemia, a potentially serious condition characterized by elevated blood potassium levels. Another concern with bananas is their potential to cause acid reflux or GERD symptoms, which become more common with age. Bananas, particularly when not fully ripe, contain amylase inhibitors and protease inhibitors, compounds that can interfere with proper digestion and potentially trigger reflux symptoms in sensitive individuals. A study in the World Journal of Gastroenterology found that eliminating certain trigger foods, including bananas for some participants, led to significant improvement in reflux symptoms. If you're currently including bananas in your diet and don't experience any adverse effects, there's no need to eliminate them completely. However, most adults over 60 would benefit from reducing their consumption and choosing lower glycemic fruits instead. When you do consume bananas, opt for slightly underripe ones with some green on the peel, as they contain resistant starch rather than simple sugars, resulting in a lower glycemic impact. Pairing bananas with a source of protein or healthy fat, such as a tablespoon of almond butter, can also help mitigate their effect on blood sugar levels. The second fruit to approach with caution after 60 is grapes. While these sweet, juicy fruits are popular and convenient, they present several concerns for older adults. Grapes have an extremely high sugar content, with 1 cup containing approximately 23 grams of sugar, making them one of the most sugar-dense fruits available. This high concentration of sugar can cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels, which is particularly problematic for seniors who are more susceptible to insulin resistance and metabolic syndrome. Research from the American Diabetes Association has shown that frequent consumption of high-sugar fruits like grapes is associated with poorer glycemic control in older adults with prediabetes or diabetes. Beyond their sugar content, grapes are among the most heavily pesticide-treated fruits. The Environmental Working Group consistently includes grapes on their Dirty Dozen list of produce with the highest pesticide residues. Conventional grapes are typically treated with multiple pesticides throughout their growing cycle, and their thin skins offer little barrier to these chemicals. A study published in the journal Environmental Health Perspectives found that older adults may be more vulnerable to the effects of pesticide exposure due to age-related changes in detoxification pathways. The cumulative effect of these exposures over time may contribute to neurological issues, hormone disruption, and increased cancer risk. Grapes also contain high levels of salicylates, naturally occurring compounds that are chemically similar to aspirin. While most people can process these compounds without issue, older adults taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin or aspirin may experience increased risk of bleeding when regularly consuming high salicylate fruits like grapes. A study in the Journal of Clinical Pharmacy and Therapeutics documented several cases of significant increases in ENR, a measure of blood clotting time, in patients who consumed large amounts of grapes while on warfarin therapy. Another concern with grapes is their fructose content and its potential impact on liver health. As we age, our liver becomes less efficient at processing fructose, a type of sugar found in fruits. When consumed in excess, fructose is converted to fat in the liver, potentially contributing to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. In AFLD, a condition that affects up to 40% of adults over 60. Research published in the Journal of Hepatology found that diets high in fructose were associated with increased liver fat accumulation, particularly in older adults. If you enjoy grapes and don't have specific contraindications like diabetes or blood-thinning medication use, consider limiting your portion to no more than 15 grapes at a time. And always opt for organic varieties to minimize pesticide exposure. You might also consider alternatives with similar textures but lower sugar content, such as blueberries or blackberries, which offer more fiber and antioxidants with significantly less sugar. If you're finding this information valuable, please take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support allows us to continue bringing you these critical health insights that most healthcare providers simply don't have time to discuss. And remember, for faster results addressing the health concerns we're discussing, check out the first link in the description below. The third fruit to avoid after 60 is canned fruit cocktail, which might seem like a convenient way to incorporate fruit into your diet, but comes with several hidden dangers for older adults. Most commercial fruit cocktails are packed in heavy syrup, which dramatically increases their sugar content. A standard half-cup serving can contain up to 30 grams of added sugar, nearly a full day's recommended limit, according to the American Heart Association. This excessive sugar intake is particularly problematic for seniors, who are more susceptible to glucose metabolism issues. Research from the Journal of the American Geriatric Society has linked high intake of added sugars to accelerated cognitive decline in older adults, finding that those consuming the highest amounts of added sugar experienced nearly twice the rate of memory and thinking problems compared to those with lower sugar consumption. Beyond the added sugars, many canned fruit cocktails contain preservatives like sulfites, which help maintain color and extend shelf life. While generally recognized as safe by regulatory agencies, sulfites can trigger inflammatory responses in sensitive individuals, particularly those with asthma or chronic respiratory conditions, which become more common with age. A study in the journal Thorax found that sulfite sensitivity increases with age, with up to 10% of adults over 60 experiencing adverse reactions to sulfite-containing foods. Most canned fruit products, including fruit cocktail, come in cans lined with epoxy resins containing bisphenol A BPA. This industrial chemical can leach into food, particularly those with high acidity like fruits. BPA is an endocrine disruptor that has been linked to numerous health concerns, including increased blood pressure, a major risk factor for cardiovascular disease in seniors. Research published in Hypertension found that even brief exposure to BPA was associated with significant increases in blood pressure among adults over 60. The processing methods used to produce canned fruit cocktail destroy much of the nutritional value of the original fruits. Most water-soluble vitamins, including vitamin C and many B vitamins, are degraded during the heating process. Additionally, the extended storage time further reduces nutrient content. A study in the Journal of Food Science found that canned fruits retained only 30 to 50% of their original antioxidant capacity after processing and storage. If you currently rely on canned fruit cocktail for convenience, consider switching to fresh or frozen fruits without added sugars. If you must use canned fruits, look for varieties packed in water or 100% fruit juice rather than syrup, and choose products in BPA-free packaging. Better yet, make your own fruit cocktail using fresh seasonal fruits, which allows you to control the ingredients while maximizing nutritional benefits. The fourth and final fruit to avoid after age 60 is fruit juice, even those labeled as 100% juice, with no added sugars. While technically derived from fruit,
juice lacks the fiber present in whole fruits, resulting in a concentrated source of fruit sugar that can cause rapid spikes in blood glucose levels. A 12-ounce glass of apple juice, for instance, contains the sugar equivalent of 4 medium apples, but without the fiber that would normally slow sugar absorption. This rapid sugar influx is particularly problematic for older adults who commonly experience decreased insulin sensitivity. Research published in Diabetes Care found that regular consumption of fruit juice was associated with a 21% increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes, with the risk being highest among adults over 60. The absence of fiber in fruit juice also has significant implications for digestive health. As we age, the digestive system naturally becomes less efficient, making fiber increasingly important for maintaining regularity and preventing constipation. A study in the American Journal of Gastroenterology found that older adults who consumed more fiber-rich whole fruits experienced fewer gastrointestinal complaints than those who primarily consumed fruit in juice form. The juicing process also removes or destroys many beneficial compounds found in the flesh and skin of whole fruits, polyphenols, flavonoids, and other phytonutrients that contribute to the anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties of whole fruits are often significantly reduced in juice. A study in the Journal of the Science of Food and Agriculture found that commercial juices contained only about 10% of the beneficial flavonoids present in the whole fruits they were derived from. Many commercial fruit juices undergo pasteurization and extensive processing that further diminish their nutritional value. Even when vitamins are added back in through fortification, these synthetic vitamins may not be absorbed and utilized by the body as effectively as those naturally present in whole fruits. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown that the bioavailability of nutrients from whole foods is generally superior to that of isolated or synthetic nutrients in older adults. For those who enjoy the refreshing taste of fruit juice, consider transitioning to homemade fruit-infused water by adding slices of whole fruit to water and allowing the flavor to infuse naturally without the concentrated sugars. Alternatively, try blending whole fruits into smoothies, which retain the fiber and nutritional integrity of the original fruit while providing a similar sensory experience to juice. If you do occasionally consume fruit juice, limit your portion to no more than 4 ounces, half a cup, preferably with a meal containing protein and healthy fats to mitigate the glycemic impact. Now that we've explored both the fruits you should embrace and those you should avoid after 60, let's discuss how to implement these changes in a practical, sustainable way. Start by gradually increasing your consumption of the beneficial fruits, aiming to include at least 1 serving daily. At the same time, slowly reduce your intake of the problematic fruits, perhaps enjoying them only occasionally or in smaller portions. Remember that these dietary adjustments are part of a larger approach to healthy aging that should include regular physical activity, adequate hydration, stress management, and sufficient sleep. The combined effect of these lifestyle factors can significantly enhance your overall health and quality of life in your golden years. If you're currently managing chronic health conditions or taking medications, it's always wise to consult with your healthcare provider before making significant dietary changes, as certain fruits may interact with medications or affect specific health conditions. By making these strategic adjustments to your fruit consumption, you're taking a powerful step toward reclaiming your health and vitality after 60. I know firsthand how challenging it can be to navigate the complexities of maintaining good health as we age. The conflicting information, the trial and error, the feeling that your body isn't responding the way it once did. These are all part of a journey that many of us face, but few talk about openly. That's why this channel is more than just a source of information. It's a community of people supporting each other through the unique challenges of aging well. The strategies I share come from years of research and real-world application, not just theoretical knowledge. If you found value in today's discussion about optimal fruit choices after 60, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. Your support allows us to continue creating content that addresses the specific health concerns of our community. Don't forget to check out the first link below to learn about a product that can help you address these health concerns twice as fast as dietary changes alone. We're in this together, taking one step at a time toward better health, more energy, and a more vibrant life in our golden years. Because aging isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding life to your years.